All right, I'm on my way to Las Vegas. I'm recording 6 podcasts with Jobber for their Masters of Home Service podcast. And this is going to be a vlog. So basically, I'm going to walk you through everything that happens. I'm flying there. I'm going to show you the hotel, behind the scenes, go through all 6 episodes, what's going on. People are asking me like, hey, how did you get on the podcast? This is my 3rd time now going to Las Vegas, and this is the most podcasts that I've done there. So I'm going to be sharing a lot of that stuff, as well as just in general, the behind the scenes with Jobber. So it should be pretty cool. More to come. So I live outside of Baltimore and DC, and so I just got to the airport, about to fly out, get to Vegas. So, as you can see, we made it to our hotel at the Wynn. I'm about to go to my hotel room, which apparently overlooks the strip on the 19th floor, so it's gonna be pretty sick. So, I'll show you that next. So, as you can see, Jobber puts us in really nice hotels, and it's because the studio is actually in this hotel, in the Wynn. We record at the Sirius XM studio, and just go down the elevator, walk over to the studio, and it's ready to roll. So tomorrow, I'm here on Sunday. Tomorrow's Monday. I'm doing 4 episodes, and I'm gonna talk about a bunch of different things, but I'm gonna be sharing on this what all these topics are about. One other thing, I actually go to sleep early because I'm on the East Coast, and so I just keep my same schedule. So instead of getting up at 9 a.m. or whatever it is, the time difference, I go to sleep here at like 6 or 7 p.m., which is really like 10 p.m. my time, and I wake up at like 3 a.m. or 4 a.m. and just keep my normal schedule, work my same time frames with my team and meetings and everything. But I haven't eaten yet, so I'm about to go get some food, and then I'm gonna go to sleep. All right, so it's 2:30 in the morning here, which is really 5:30 back home, and I still just get up in my normal time, like I said. Here's the studio, actually. So I'll be there later. But I'm about to go grab some coffee and then get the day started. All right, so how did I get on Jobber podcast? So I'm actually gonna be talking about this on one of the podcasts, but what happened was I was looking for where my customers were hanging out, and specifically for sales, and I was like, where do my customers hang out? And what I realized was that they all use these couple CRMs, and one of the CRMs was Jobber. CRM's Client Relationship Manager, and Jobber is one that they all use. So I said, okay, well, let me go and join some Facebook groups where Jobber is the Facebook group, and all these people are in there asking questions, because I used Jobber before and my clients use Jobber, so I have logins, so I can easily get into the Facebook groups. Now, very important thing is that you don't want to go in and just like spam a bunch of people, obviously, because you're going to get kicked out. But what I did was I went into the groups, and you can actually filter the groups by specific questions. So I still have this task to this day, where the group is filtered by marketing, and then all their marketing questions are right in the group, and I can easily see them. And then every day I can go in and say, okay, what's the new marketing questions that they have? Then what I do is, well, first off, if I have content that's related to it, I can share the content right there. But if I don't have the content, then now I have content ideas that I can go and create content. The other piece of this is that now I have my target audience in there asking questions. So I can literally comment on that Facebook post. I can record a Loom video like this and tell him the exact answers and show him on his website or on Google exactly what they should do, and send him the Loom or her the Loom in Facebook Messenger, and literally say, hey, I'm in this group with you. I saw this message. Here's what you should do. We literally get clients like this. Now, when I go into these groups, I literally go in them probably once, or now I'm at like probably 3 or 4 times a week. And I go in there, add as much value as possible. And Jobber saw me in the group adding a ton of value. And they literally reached out to me cold and were like, hey, we see you in our Facebook group. We want you to come out and be on the Masters of Home Service podcast in Las Vegas. This was about almost 2 years ago now. So I came out here, and I had already been podcasting, creating content. So the content that I created was with them was really good, in my opinion. And they say like it was killer. So then they had me again on the next season, and we started doing some webinars with Jobber. And then now again, I'm back out, and I'm doing 6 episodes with them, which is the most that I've ever done today. So some of the topics that we're talking about today are email marketing, specifically like the 7-part email framework and how to do emails, like what's a good subject line, what should you put in the body, how to know if it's good or not. We're gonna be talking about how to build B2B partnerships, which in my opinion is the number one thing that most people don't do that they should be doing. Like if you're just starting out and you don't have any money to spend on marketing, do B2B partnerships. If you're established and you don't have any money to spend on marketing, do B2B partnerships. If you want to gain an extra $1 million, $3 million in your business, do B2B partnerships. Instead of spending money to the Google gods, pay money to your local businesses so that they can refer you warm leads, not just cold leads from these other platforms. We're also talking about AI search, video, content inside of your customer journey. We're talking about how to get more estimates on the jobs, how to get more reviews. It's going to be all-encompassing podcast, so more to come. All right, so up first we have B2B partnerships. This is how to build B2B partnerships for your business. More importantly, how a company made $3 million straight through B2B partnerships. That's the first episode we have. The second one that we have is about email marketing. We're going to be talking about the 7-part framework for email marketing, how a company generated $253,000 by sending out 12 emails. It's going to be a great episode. I'm really excited to talk with them. All right, here's the studio, Masters of Home Service. Got the green room area.
Videos I took yesterday.
All right, I'm round 2.
Okay.
Here we go.
Looking great.
Thank
Okay,
you.
almost done.
Can you guys sit in your spots?
Oh yeah, we can.
Can you guys behave?
Yes.
Guys, start behaving.
All right, so we just finished 3 episodes and now we have 1 more left. This last one is about email marketing and the 7-part framework for email marketing. I think it's really gonna crush. We did B2B partnerships, getting more referrals for your business, and video and AI content for your business, fire content for sure. So that's what we got going on. All right, it's day 2. So last night I went out to dinner, well, tacos, with 2 other business owners. One woman owns a tree company in Atlanta, and the other guy owns a plumbing company in Arizona. And it's really cool, just talked about business, what's going on in their business. The one guy was at Entree Leadership with Dave Ramsey, which I attended virtually, and it was just cool. Like, people like the same people talk about Hormozy and Dave Ramsey and talk about like what they're implementing in their business, all that kind of stuff. It's good out here, to obviously like add value through podcasting, but it's also cool just to connect with other business owners and talk about stuff. So it was fun. Right now it's 4 a.m. here, so like 3 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So I'm about to go get some coffee and get the day started. Today I have 2 episodes that I'm doing. One is on generating more estimates for technicians, which is pretty sick. And then the other one is how to identify customer pain points and using them in your sales process. So yeah, more to come. All right, so this is the cafe that I go to. It's pretty cool. It's got some really good coffee and other stuff. Cafe Teatro, I think that's it. All right, so walking to the Wynn. I'm out here, it's 8 a.m. It's already 90 degrees. Yesterday it was 110 degrees. Oh, there's the Sphere. I'm walking over to the Venetian, which is probably one of my favorite hotels. It feels like you're in Venice, pretty sick. All right, so the cool thing, they have the canals, right, like this, but then also the walkways, the beautiful, like, looks like a real sky. And then this is literally what Venice looks like. Like, you can walk over these canals to the other side and just basically walk through. Like, it's pretty sick. Oh, here, let me show you this. So in Venice, they have this Grand Central, and it's like where their main area is. Like, look at the sky on this thing. It's crazy. Like, it feels like you're literally in Venice. Here, let me go up here. This is in a hotel, right? It's crazy. One of my other favorite hotels is Caesar's Palace. It's pretty sick. It literally looks like you're walking through the streets of Rome. All right, so I just recorded one of my 5th 5 out of 6 episodes, and this episode afterwards, the producer, Jason, he's like, bro, I think that was the best one yet of the season. Like, that was top notch. And this episode that we did was about generating more estimates for the service calls that you're actually running. And this was a big problem that I ran into when I was at the home service business is because a lot of times people are just running service calls. They got their technician blinders in, they just go and do the work. And we outlined 5 ways for people to generate more estimates, and actually a couple more, but the main ones that I had was 5 ways to generate more estimates. So that episode's fire. I actually made a video that deep dives on it on my business YouTube channel, Flash Consulting, where it goes into it. This episode kind of expands on that because it was with Adam, who Adam also owned. Oh, that's my dehumidifier. My voice a little clogged up. Adam also owns a home service business that does gutter cleaning, and he has sales techs, and he does a pretty good job of generating these. But the one that he missed was he actually has his customer service representative or an admin person do his happy calls after the job is done. He has this admin person calling and saying, hey, how was the service? Were you happy with us? And they're like, yeah. But there's no upsell. Well, what you should be doing is having your salesperson calling on these happy calls and upselling another service based on when we were out there. Here's what we saw. This might be able to solve this thing, X, Y, and Z, whatever. And it was like a big unlock. It actually froze him in the middle of the podcast, and he's like, hold on. And like had to like kind of like recalibrate of like what's the next question, what we're gonna talk about. So it was pretty cool. That was an awesome episode. I can't wait for that one to come out. All right, so I made it back home. Pretty quick trip. I was there for like 2-3 days. I almost lost my voice. I was sick when I went there, and 6 episodes. So yeah, it was a lot. When these episodes come out, I'll be sharing them in our newsletter. So if you want to get on the newsletter, it's flashconsulting.com/join, or you can probably follow the Jobber Podcast, Masters of Home Service, and listen to the episodes. If I'll probably end up going back out there again. So if you have some ideas on episodes or things about Jobber or whatever, drop a comment below, and I'll see you on the next video.